Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it looks like we're walking through a cemetery, and we actually are today, but that's not what this is about. This is actually the First Street Cemetery, and we've been here a bunch of times. But I decided today, I just kind of wanted to go over to Baylor University and just kind of wander around the campus. There's something particular I'm looking for, and I'm kind of cheap when it comes to parking. So what I did is I just parked over at the Texas Ranger Museum, and I'm cutting through the cemetery to get over to the university. So let's head over to Baylor University and see what's over there. Might seem kind of odd to see Bible verses written on the concrete at a college, but you gotta remember, this is a Baptist university. So this area kind of seems to be dormitories. Really nice buildings around here. I've never been on campus. I've been noticing they have a bunch of these swings hanging from the trees here everywhere on campus. That's kind of cool. Notice this is just a really big, beautiful campus. There's a lot of open space out here and fountains and beautiful architecture and all that. It's a really nice place. Actually, I see a bunch of monuments in here, so let's go look at this and see what this is all about. Yeah, it looks like they're markers for the different fraternities and sororities on campus. That's interesting. I've never seen anybody do that before. Kappa Alpha Psi, Delta Sigma Theta. Why does this remind me of all my calculus assignments? Zeta Phi Beta, Phi Beta Sigma, Omega Psi Phi, Alpha Kappa Alpha, and then just a monument marking Baylor University and their founding in 1845. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like something's missing here. Ah, now I understand. You get to be the eye. Look at this really beautiful fountain here in the middle of the campus. The Rosenbaum Fountain. I had to actually wait my turn to get up here. There were people taking pictures here. Guess this is a good place to get the family photos for people here. Interesting statuary here. See, this is what those statues were about a little bit ago. I showed you. Yeah, this is sad. Apparently the Baylor basketball team was going to a game in Austin. Apparently their bus got hit by a train and it killed 10 of the players. And so that statue is about them. Wow. That's sad. January 22nd, 1927. I really love some of the old buildings around here. Beautiful stuff. So this is actually what we're here to see here. Then it's Valentine's Day, so apparently they're feeding their bear Valentine's stuff. They got Valentine's food for him. So there he is through that little door there. I'm gonna actually try and go on the other side and see if we can see him. But this is the Baylor mascot. Please stay on the walkway. Bears will bite. Please don't throw objects into the habitat, and please don't make loud noises. So it looks like they actually got two of them here. There's one here and the other one over in the corner there, just kind of chilling out, eating the grass. This one seems kind of bored. He's just walking around in circles. So apparently the Bears' names are Joy and Lady. And Joy was named after Joy Reynolds, wife of the 11th president of Baylor University, Hubert R. Reynolds. Birth date, July 27, 2001. Joy came to us as a 4-month-old cub in 2001 from the West Coast Game Park in Bandon, Oregon, where she was born in captivity. She comes from a cinnamon-colored line of bears. Joy and Lady are sisters. There you go. And then this is Lady. Lady was named after Sue Sloan, wife of the 12th president of Baylor, Robert B. Sloan. Lady's nickname came from Miss Sloan serving as First Lady of Baylor. So yeah, they're just a couple days apart age-wise. January 31st and January 27th. So if you're interested, it looks like Joy and Lady have an Instagram and Twitter presence, so you can follow them there. I'm not really sure which bear is which one's Joy and which one's Lady. But this one just seems to be chilling out in the corner. I was noticing over here a little bit ago, it looks like somebody dropped a GoPro in there. It's kind of an expensive mistake, right? Somebody's gonna be sad they lost that. Oh, and finally an answer to the age-old question, does a bear poop in the woods? Apparently not always. So I guess now we're gonna go do ring around the poopy here. Keep wondering if they're going to check out the water, but yeah, they seem bored beyond belief. Anyway, that was the main thing I wanted to see around here, but I still want to wander around campus a little bit more and see what else there is to see. So let's keep doing this. There's some kind of interesting sculptures and artwork out here on campus too. It's kind of fun to look at some of this stuff. And I guess when you have a 170-year-old college, you end up having a lot of historical markers around. This place is just littered with them. And here's a statue of the founder, Rufus C. Burleson. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on here and maybe get rid of some of the glare. Like I said, I really like the architecture around here. They don't build them like that anymore. And if they did, it would cost a lot of money. So this was the bell of Waco University. I guess it was purchased in 1874 with funds raised by the students of Waco University. This bell was moved to Baylor's present campus after the two schools merged. In 1885, the bell later cracked and was recast at the foundry and now serves as a feature of the commencement ring-out ceremonies. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's the crack right there. And there's another one next to it too. Let's look at this one. Alright, this is called the Bell of Baylor University at Independence. This bell was from Baylor's original campus, was left behind when the university moved to Waco in 1934. It was rediscovered at Independence and moved to its present campus, where it is used for commencement ceremonies to symbolize the continuity of Baylor's existence since 1845. That one doesn't quite have the tone that the other one does. Must be blood drive day on Baylor University. This is the second blood drive bus I've found today. And I've noticed as I've wandered around that all the light poles have little commemorative markers for individual Baylor students who gave their life in the service of their country. That's kind of cool too. So here's another one of these signs with a missing letter where you can be the eye if you wish. And I guess this is the first bear mascot for Baylor, Joe College. You actually have to back up a little bit from him so you can take him all in. There, that's a little better. And here's another kind of cool fountain on campus. Throwing up kind of a pretty rainbow there. You can see when you back up a little bit. Check out, like I said, more of this really fantastic architecture. I love this place. All the columns and steeples, and very nice looking place. I just noticed, and when the water runs off of here, it runs into this little stream that kind of winds through the campus here. Let's see where this goes. Obviously, at some point, it's got to come back here so that it can be pumped back into the fountain again. But yeah, it just goes on and on. I've invested the time in this, now I gotta follow it to its conclusion. I hope it doesn't go for like 20 miles. I'm gonna look like quite a fool if that happens. Oh no, I see the end of it. Looks like it comes down over here. And another little fountain. Yeah, it looks like it pours into there. That becomes a reservoir for it. And then I guess when it settles back into here, it probably gets pumped back into the other side. It's pretty elaborate. And I am totally not aware of what this is here, but I guess we're gonna find out. Kind of creepy looking, right? Yeah, that'll give you some nightmares. And then we got this one over here. Not even sure what that is. A lot of cool art around this section here. So we're gonna wander around here and see what else is here, because I see something over here that looks pretty kind of interesting too. Yeah, no idea what that is either. And this thing looks like an air conditioner. Yeah, then we get this kind of cool kinetic art sculpture here that those little panels in the top kind of flap in the breeze. They weren't moving normally, so I had to kind of reach up and make them move myself, so I get a little action, get the idea how they're supposed to work. But I would bet you when the wind blows, you know, that's moving a lot. Okay, I think I've discovered the reason why there's so many art pieces in this immediate area. I was just thinking to myself, this must be like the art building or something like that. Yep, I'm right. Hey, that's once in a row. Yep, another kind of interesting piece of modern art here. Another interesting sculpture here on campus. So many interesting things to look at here. Thanks for the warning. And of course you knew you'd find one of these. Now I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit because all of the rest of the signs that we've seen have had you stand in the sign and become the I. And this time obviously I'm going to have to become the Y. Now fortunately I've seen enough Village People videos that I think I can do an acceptable Y. So anyway, I think that's all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.